Hey there, builders! This is Dauntless Sam, and welcome back to Bridge Project, the game where we build, test, and more than likely destroy our bridges. And we're continuing on to Canyons Level 6. We have a set of steel and iron here. We'll start out with easy steel braces here. And they're wanting us to use cables again. I don't know. I'm not that much of a fan of them. So let's see what we can get here. Going a little bit different than what they want. But let's see how this holds up. Because we do have a train and an earthquake to withstand. And watch the buses speed up as they run for the bridge. The crossbeam stuff has been a little weird. We're going to wait for a second and redo the crossbeams. Yeah, why would there ever be a crossbeam on this? Delete that. That'll make the bridge a little bit lighter anyway. Disable the crossbars. Delete this iron. Add those crossbeams. I do have a bit of steel left, so if I need to switch things over. So here we go. Buses again. Hopefully they won't break anything just by ramming it. And we're looking a little bit better this time. Triangles everywhere, making it much stronger than it should be. Here we go. What's going to give out first? Looks like the roadbed is trying to give out. Though the train did make it across. Can it withstand the earthquake with all 13 of its broken joints? I don't know. Looks like it. Easy test. Now for the cars. Is the roadbed even enough for the cars to make it across without ramping it? Yep. Easy enough. Didn't break anything extra. And that's it for Canyons Level 6. And we'll move on to Level 7. Looks like they're going to want another cable bridge. But I've got 500 meters of steel. And what am I testing again? Not that much, actually. It's just a longer bridge. I want crossbars back on. And we'll make it the simple one or the 4 blocks wide pieces. And we'll want steel on this section. And we'll go from there. Make an iron bridge across. And we can strengthen it as we go. Let's just see if that even holds up in the first place. Nope, that steel gives out a little bit too easily. I think I can add an iron piece that kind of bridges that gap. Now, is there a good middle ground here for this piece? Does not seem so, but let's just see. Will that hold up? Well, first of all, it won't hold up because that piece isn't connected to anything. There we go, that is a straight joint. Holds up a bit better. I think I'm going to add a little bit of cabling just to keep the bridge from flexing so much. Nope, that probably just added some weight. It looked like I snapped those cables really quick. Well, we completed that test. Didn't really break anything extra. Now for the buses, it's the train that I'm concerned about. We broke some extra joints there. And the train it's not going to make it. I feel like you can see this gap here. If it made it this far, it'd probably ramp it. And there it goes. Catastrophic failure. Add some more iron to this. Maybe. There we go. Does that help at all? It made this a little bit weaker. But I do have some steel left over, which helped a bit. I think I'll do the same thing on this side. And see how that goes. If I have enough steel, I may need to add more pieces here of it. It looks like the joints up here have taken most of the brunt now, but fortunately I have these cables that aren't as broken as before, so they actually are holding the bridge a little more in place. And we only have one broken joint so far, rather than 22 at the end of the bus test. Now for the train, I'm glad they're not making us take any really heavy trains yet. Well, that's not promising. Looks like the bridge starts to flex, then these cables snap, and then it just gets worse from there. I'm wondering if I add more iron in the form of this, if it'll help hold the bridge in place. We broke more stuff because of that. So we're going to get the select tool out, drag it across there, delete them. I'm wondering if I do the same thing on this iron as I did. If that will make it a little bit stronger, because it at least gives us a nice solid base to build this bridge onto. And I may want to bring a brace even across up to here, which would help strengthen this little section. So it looks like the bridge is trying to twist and pull this beam up here. But again, only one broken joint. Work on our way through. I don't want to sacrifice any of the steel roadbed because that's holding it from the pulling action. I'm wondering if I should get rid of those cables or not. I think I'll try it without the cables. And see how well the bridge holds up without them. We have the one broken joint. We'll send a train across just straight away. And of course it goes from the other side, but it doesn't look very promising. It does seem that it breaks about here, starts to fall here, and fall to the left. So we'll add some steel cable, or not cable, but steel bracing. And we'll send a train across. And it's coming from the left again. But if it makes it, we can test it going the other direction. It almost made it. I'm not quite sure what gave out here. It seems like it bent here. So we'll try getting rid of that and making it a little bit stronger and hopefully not add too much weight to the entire bridge. So we'll send a car across real quick so the train can come from the proper direction. There it goes, straight on across. Now for the train. I think, it comes to the right. They alternate whenever you have a single thing. I don't know how much we'll be able to withstand with that, seeing how the roadbed gave out there. Let's see what happens whenever we ramp a car off of that. Here we go. He's picking up some speed and ramped. That was a little less epic than I wanted it to be. And just for fun, we'll give us a level 5 earthquake, and this bridge will shatter. That held up a little bit better than I thought it would. But if you ever do a level with it, if you test a wooden bridge on earthquakes, it will just explode. It doesn't take much to break a wooden bridge during an earthquake. At least in this game. So here we go. We're going to try the actual official test. Because we just have to send cars across, so as long as the train doesn't break the bridge as it did previously, we may be in luck. If not, I may need to use these hard points on the right side to strengthen the road bed here. And here comes the train. Is it going to pull up the roadbed before, like before? No, it looks like we're good. So hopefully the cars will be just fine, since this roadbed isn't sticking up like it had before. The cars would have run into that and just pushed the roadbed off the bridge. And it looks like we're clear. There we go. Level 7 complete. And we're going to go on to level 8. Canyon Map 8. We do have some concrete that we can put down. And it's a wind test along with a slightly heavier train. So this will be fun. So it's... Oops. It's 9 tons of bus, 200 tons of train, a level 2 wind test, and 4 tons of cars. And we have steel, iron, and concrete. So we'll make our steel across. I do have crossbars enabled. Now, where can I put these concrete pillars? How much of my concrete does that take up? Not very much. How much does it take up here? Not very much. We're going to undo those and set them a bit higher. There we go, I can get rid of that concrete and build it a bit higher. And I've got 6 meters of concrete left, but add the steel. And just see how that holds up in the first place. Seems pretty good. I don't know about the wind test or the train test, but it's a start. If I need to, I can split these sections up and add more steel bracing up to the top. We'll just see how it does against the train. I just love the levels that add the concrete that you can add, because those don't break. You just create your own hard points, and it makes some really strong bridges. But then again, it just makes it really easy to build. There we go, nice simple bridge. We probably could have used a few less cross beams, but that would take extra testing, and it would break at the end of the test, which the simulation speed is relatively slow for being on the fastest setting. But it looks like we are completely good for this one. There we go, level complete. Just a few broken joints in there. But hey, it got it done. So that's Canyons level 8. We'll go on to Canyons level 9. Why can't the dam be a bridge? That's usually how it works, but I guess we'll be putting some heavy things across. We've got tanks. So not too bad. They gave us a lot of steel this time. Granted, it is a very long bridge. So we'll bring this out like so. Oops. And connected. Brace these pieces here. Brace this here. And brace that there. And we still have a lot of steel left. Let's just see how that holds up. I don't think it'll do very well because this is probably going to drop out from under it. Yeah, it's not doing so hot there. So I'll need a little more bracing up to here, but I can probably build some superstructure to help hold that up. Again, just kind of ignoring the cable because it doesn't hold as much as you would hope it would. And of course they put the hardest test near the end, so if we do make it through all of the other tests, and we break it on the last, we have to go through the whole thing over again. But I can just do the manual tests with the tanks if I need to. Cars seem to be doing just fine. We haven't broken any more joints since we initially put the bridge up to test. And now for the tanks. 90 tons worth of tank. Now it looks like how this is going, all of the weight's going to meet in the middle, or in the weakest part in the middle at once. But it seems like we're doing pretty well. Yeah, only 15 broken joints, and we survived it. Good test, getting through Canyon Map number 9. And I think that's all we have time for today. If you liked the video, please do like the video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you think anyone else would enjoy this video, don't be afraid to share it. This is Dauntless Sam. Thanks for watching.